Alright, hello, welcome back. Last episode, we we went to Woods, and then we went to Factory. We got a couple of really good runs in. So you see, there's some money that I've got my hands on. And that was just, selling some stuff, that we, everything we got. And then completing some of the missions. One of the missions we got some Bitcoin, and they sell for like 750,000 rubles a pop to therapists. Now, speaking of Bitcoin, we have maxed out our farm, or at least the level 1 farm. So if we pop in here, okay, we should have all 3, and this will get us some more. The generator is complete, so that's the max level generator up and running. The workbench is finished. That's great. The weapon rack has 40 minutes, so probably by the end of this episode. Okay. Solar power, what do we need? We need max level Peacekeeper, so in my dreams. The air filtering unit. We just need some... Oh, that's a lot of USD. We get extra physical points, so actually that's not too bad. Now, because we have the max generator, we should be able to get through most of these. So I need 2 of these, 4 of these. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm stupid. I did not count it all. Didn't realize I needed 4 of them. Hello, cat. Indeed. 5 of these. So Wrangler in the previous episode gave us some really good advice in that some posters can be taken off of walls, and that I can pick them up and put them obviously in my hideout. I was also told that the scavs can't use the BTR, but they can hear it, and if you're trying to get out of the BTR, they will shoot you because you're kind of defenseless until you actually get your gun up, right? So that's something to keep an eye out for. So that'll be finished in 5 hours. The water collector, can we level it up? Yes. Okay. How long is this going to take? 8 hours. Oof. That's fine. Who knows? Hopefully we can get our hands on the distiller. I think maybe it is distillation. Man, I feel so stupid not knowing. You would think I would know. The worst part is English is my first language. Oh, and this is upgrading, so it'll be finished in 25 hours. Yeah. This, I don't even really know. I'm not even going to bother with that right now. The scav case requires some stuff that we don't have right now, but could get our hands on. So I need another container. So I might start buying some of these. We need 3 moonshine, which are very expensive. 2 rollers. You can see how this is getting progressively more and more crazy. Like we started at like 1.5 million rubles and now we're already down to 50,000. Okay. But it's not a big deal because as long as I'm very careful with what I sell. Oh look, sorry, 725,000 rubles a pop. Okay. Boom. 2 of these. 5 of these. 3 of these. And I need to go get one of those from the therapist. And I have just enough for that. We can make the scav case. That'll take 40 hours. I believe I have mentioned it, but I have done, or I tried my best to go in and put the mod list. It's in episode 1. It should be in a post. It's pinned in the first episode. I might also put it in the description of this episode, or at least maybe as a comment. Again, I'm pretty sure I got everything, but I can't can't quite guarantee that I did, unfortunately, because it's just there's some things that don't necessarily aren't in the download list anymore. So we're most of the way through the intelligence center, and it's actually not a bad idea potentially. How close are we to getting this? This is gonna clear us out, I think. I'm not even gonna be able to finish it, but ooh. Yeah, it'll probably clear out the amount of some things we can't even buy. So. I'll have to look to see where I can get one of these GPS units. So we need 4 of these. That's expensive. It's all expensive. I can't even afford to get these. It's not, obviously, it's not the end of the world. How much is one of these? These are also pretty expensive. But I can just sort of start chucking these things in here now. Okay. Wow, I can't believe we're already 6 minutes in. But anyway, if you couldn't tell already, we are going to Interchange. Hopefully, we can get that keyring, because look at all the space we could save up. And also the fact that we'll need this at some point, right? So, I got my keys, got as ready as I can. Got meds, a splint. I have pretty much everything I need. Skill-wise, let's take a look. Level 10 endurance, level 8 strength, level 7 health, level 3 vitality. I'll keep an eye on this one. Perceptions level 9, metabolism level 13. So we're kind of getting around and doing some stuff, right? Troubleshooting. I don't really know what happens when you level that up. If someone knows, let me know. Just because I'm curious. I mean, obviously I could Google it, and I might, but like, you gotta have that involvement. So we're going into Interchange. What time do we have? 10 a.m. is perfect. So I'll see you guys inside. Let's hope we got a good spawn. We got one of the spawns of all time. So what do I need while I'm here? Survive for 5 minutes while suffering from dehydration and not on factory. I don't quite have the gear for that. And oh, sorry, somebody else. Please forgive me, because I was just I quickly noticed the comment. Said that the AI can see the lasers and the lights. So that's good to know. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Take a look at this way. So we basically, the biggest thing is we need to kill 5 scavs. Obviously we want more scavs with, like we need 15 for Ragman. But the biggest thing right now is 5 more with the G36. And then I can come in here with some budget stuff, some random stuff. Whatever. I wouldn't be beholden to, hey, wear this armor, wear this, do this, that, for at least for now. All right. I did the workout earlier in the hideout between episode, like just after that, the episode. But it looks like I didn't get the minor muscle sprain or muscle soreness or whatever it's called. So either my guy is a workout god, or what has probably happened is the benefit from the rest area reduces I think it reduces the cooldown or the time or what have you for the negative effects. That was a scav. Good. I think I bounced off his helmet early, with that first shot. Again, this is not the best sort of weapon setup for what I'm trying to go for. Because just how high the sight is for the barrel. Height over bore is insane in this game if you're not paying attention. I mean, a lot of games can have that. But you can get pretty bad if you're not paying attention to this one. Interesting. That was me who took damage because I was doing something while looting him. I could have sworn I just heard somebody say something. I think I had the key for this. I don't have the key for this. Not me. Like, I'm genuinely not trying to make all the noise or anything. But it does kind of help with the vitality a little bit. Ooh, I'll take that. So while I'm not technically doing it on purpose, I may or may not be doing it on purpose. To try to get a little bit of that vitality skill points. Swap mags just in case. Oof. I see him in the corner there. Hang on. There you go. There you go. So far, this has probably gone some of the best that these missions have gone, period. But I don't want to jinx it. We have all these foods. I could dehydrate myself, but I'm more inclined to want to get the kills first. At least that way I can kind of secure it, and it's like, you know, if I die, sure, it'll be a little bit annoying, but at least I don't have to worry about the G36 and the funky armor. Right? Hopefully, like, I'm probably also not going to do it until I get my hands on some water. Or any kind of drink. Because that's going to be obviously useful after the 5 minutes are up. Man, you know what? Not only does the height over bore become insane, this takes up a lot of screen real estate. I am recording this a little bit later than planned, and I only say this because I have to be a little bit quieter because people are probably going to be sleeping. And I obviously don't want to disturb them. Though you know what? I did promise I watched the video about Tarkov 1.0. Now, obviously, he didn't go into he went into some pretty good detail about what he played, but not obviously crazy detail about like everything in 1.0 and all that stuff. So it sounds like there are going to be. That's a scav. That was a great shot. Sorry, so there are going to be missions that can be done in co-op. And from what I understood, they seem a little bit like Battlefield missions, he described them as. Not really sure how that works, but I mean, apparently that's pretty accurate, so. They basically will give you like kind of pre-loadouts-ish, in which you're kind of given some stuff, and depending on, like, I guess the mission dependent, and you can obviously loot and everything. But, it sounds good, and then from what I understood, I could have sworn I'm hearing something right below me. Anyway, what I understood was the mission that they played was a little bit like the, if you know the Raid series slash movie or whatever, depending on which version of it you watched, right? It's similar to parts of that. So I said, okay, well, you know, that's kind of interesting. I know from experience you can soft lock yourself with the metabolism points, like, because if you get max metabolism, you don't really suffer from dehydration properly. So I'm going to do that now before I accidentally, you know, have problems. But this is good. I don't know if this is quite enough to dehydrate myself, though. I had the mayo, an extra mayo lying around, that would have been great. I mean, I don't want to think about the logistics of eating an entire jar of mayo. Look, I like mayo. I don't like it that much, though. Okay. Like, I'll put mayo on sandwiches and burgers and, you know, what have you. And obviously, you know, when you take the mayo, like the spoon out of the mayo or the knife afterwards, and you're like, I'm done with this. But there's mayo on the utensil. You know, it's like, well, I don't want to just waste the mayo, so you just eat it, right? And that's fine, but like, again, I don't know if I could eat an entire jar of mayo. Like, I'd probably be pretty hard pressed to eat an entire spoon of mayo, never mind a whole jar. So, although again, I have mentioned in the past, these guys seem to have stomachs of steel, where I can drink milk and then drink an entire carton of pineapple juice and not have any issues. So, quite frankly, I shouldn't be surprised that you can go through an entire jar of mayo and just be like, kind of thirsty, you know? I think flavor fatigue would be unironically something really funny in this game. Ooh. Gav or PMC nearby? Those are not e-bodies. Those are actual dead bodies. Oh. I apologize. It's going to probably be a little dark. Because obviously I didn't get a chance to turn the power on. Which means unless I'm watching for specific movement, there's a pretty good chance I'll just miss it unless they start shooting at me first. Which, as you would imagine, is really not ideal. I don't really need any of those. That's a PMC. I'm sure me shooting through glass didn't help. But, I mean, again, I'm also using FMJ. So I'm not sure that's helping too much. Run into the toilet for a second. I do vaguely remember that this toilet is used to get through like Killa's secret extraction in the basement. And you gotta jump through all these hoops to get that up and running. So a couple times I find myself in this bathroom. Please don't be shooting at me. I keep forgetting that you interact with the toilet. And it flips up and you can scan a key card. It is funny. I'm kind of sad it was a PMC. I mean, obviously it makes sense that it was. But I mean, you know, I'm running around looking for scavs. Check out the... Oh? I was going to suggest I take a look out the window to see if there's anybody out where that far guy was. You'd still take another look. Yeah, he's there. Oh, scav. Scav there too. Yes! I know I've hit him. You know what? That's fine. Let's go looking for other things. Because if I tunnel vision over there, it'll get me killed, I'm sure of it. Proceeds to then go back to look again. Boom. Man, we are on a roll with funky shots today. So if I stand here and I stop taking shots from, that means whoever's shooting me can see me from somewhere on there. Or just happen to be coincidence. just in case. Reload, or... Yeah, let's stand away from the window, perhaps. Ooh. There's somebody over there. Dropped him. What do you have? 416, so it's pretty good. This with me. Got a big backpack. I'm more personally interested in the higher loot item, like the higher worth items, you know? Like that, for example. I think this is worth a good chunk. If he has any food. I'll take his gun. Stand up. Another scav. Some money. An SJ-12 I think is worth a good chunk of money. Grab his mags too. Sorry, his mag. Singular. Is it good ammo? Turn off his flashlight, because if that's on my back... it's not bad, actually. If that's on my backpack... oh boy. So this has a backup iron sight built in on that optic. But it's like very low profile, which is not a bad thing. It just is a thing, you know? If I was smart, I'd go find a quiet corner and basically sit around for 5 minutes. Like, you know, dehydrate myself, sit around for 5 minutes. I actually have 2 Propital, which, as you would imagine, is pretty good for trying to out-heal myself for the water. Where are my exits? Not this way, they're out the other way. I think there's some decent loot in that area, but I don't remember. Right, literally the only time I've ever been there was when this map first came out, and I went out there on an offline run to basically try to learn the map, and then I went in there, went to one of the containers, and then I got called away for dinner, and then literally never went back there again because it was just one of those things. I don't think there's very much over there. Hopefully this 416 is in decent condition, because if I'm not mistaken, they sell for a good chunk of change. I think I have the important Ollie keys, the Ollie register and the Ollie logistics. So one is for the registers, obviously, and the other one is for one of the back rooms you need for a quest, which I believe can have a little bit of loot. A scav. Yeah. Not sure where from, other than somewhere in that general direction. So we're gonna pull back. There's something in that box. I don't know what it was, though. Do I want to keep it? Ooh. behind there somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna disengage and maybe flank. Over to this. There, that's where he would be. Yeah, there he is. He was on that sign. Where'd he go? He was there. Unless he was further back than I thought. Let's keep going around. Oh no. Oh, about half. Change mags. Pray that this has a decent enough chunk of... Okay, yeah, it's full. Ooh. Yeah, no, I saw the guy. Oh no. Failure to feed. That's unfortunate, but I'd drop him. I can't tell, I don't think so. No, I didn't. There you go, now I dropped them. I don't care, I dropped the mag, it's whatever. Oh! This is not a great place to be. Oh. Well, I don't really mind losing the loot. It's sort of whatever. Oof. I wonder if I got him? I don't think so. No, I didn't, because that guy that at the end there, what did he have? Yeah, SP6. Okay, yeah. I don't have enough to heal myself, so as you can tell how low on my cash I am at the moment. Buying all the stuff for, like, the insurance sort of wiped me out there, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, because we got a lot more important things. Honestly, that saves me the awkward 20 minutes of trying to get out. Okay. I'll keep this in here just in case. Dog tag. From that one guy I got, I'll sell. Got a little change. I'm injured and don't have the money to heal. I don't know if you can heal at this time anyway. Add offer. Can I do 18.5? Can I afford that? I can. How much is this? Please tell me it's worth it. It's worth an okay amount of money. Okay. That's fine. Dog tag will sell. Or I might keep it. Now that I think about it, I don't remember if I have the thing for that. Hang on. So this is going to go here. Because, you know, we sold this. We got a little bit of money. But most importantly, thank God. I don't care about balancing part 2. That's whatever. Eat the poo-poo, okay? Although I probably will go to... I think I might go to streets soon. And then we'll deal with that. Okay. What do they have on streets? Get an apartment. That's on factory. That's health level. That's just give her money for health levels. Shoreline, reserve, lighthouse, lighthouse. Oh, okay. So we might be going to streets soon. And by soon, I mean it looks like it's going to be pretty soon. I'm not going to worry too much about these Wi-Fi cameras. Customs, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Streets. Definitely streets. More streets. Very streets. That's shoreline. I might look into this. Potentially. So keep, you know what, I'll track it just in case. Just obviously someone keep that in mind for me, please. And if not, don't worry about it. It's not too big a deal. Factory, ballet, he also wants streets. So we're pretty close, surprisingly, finally. That's fine, we can do that while we're in. He wants streets, I think. I think that's streets. And he wants a sausage, which is the, what do you call it? God, thanks, brain. The salami, or I think, or whatever it's called. Yeah, I think it is. He's looking for the salami. He's not looking for the beef jerky. Oh wow, we got some stuff from that. Most importantly, we got these. Is this any good? Not really. So actually, I think I might sell these. Let's say like 195. Oh no, 195 a pop. I think is good. Okay, let's take a look what else he gave me. He gave me one of these, which is kind of cool. Sure, I'll chuck this on that. So we're kind of ready. I'm going to... Oh, that's right. I need to wear a pack. Although that's going for PMCs. For scav, so we might have to do a couple of thingy rounds then. I'll sell this, because I'm kind of G36'd out for the moment. Although, I will take the scope. Oh. Because it's a okay scope. Do I need to bring... See, I can't double up with the PMC then. Because I need to be wearing the PACA. And he wants... Oh, he wants an M4. So we'll grab... I don't know, that M4. And this. Not too worried about a backpack, but basically we've got some stuff, good, decent looking stuff here. Okay. I have extra stuff for mags. Sure. Bring a couple mags in. Obviously, it's if I bring one extra mag, it's not the end of the world, right? Like it's not gonna wait. Like overweigh me too much. These I need to remember that these are their own thing. Now I believe because of how Ref works, none of his quests are obviously needed for Kappa, but you know they're good for some XP. I don't really care about the stuff he gives you, but like the XP is more obviously beneficial. Okay, so we're making a little bit of our money back. Sell these. So. This, because it's not worth that much. Ragman's not going to take it. Jaeger, no. Mechanic has more than enough money spent, and that's fine. He just needs level 40. That's whatever. He needs money, or he needs levels. She needs levels. He needs money and levels. He needs money, levels, and rep. He needs everything. You know, he's a dingus, and I'm not too concerned about this, because whatever. We'll go skier. I will say, I'm kind of sad I missed out a little bit on the that HK. I'm sure it was worth a good chunk of change, but it just sort of it is what it is. But finally, what is this? A hideout key. I'm not sure what these are for. Thank God. Are you ready for this? I don't know what mod has done this, but look at my key tool. So now you know why I'm happy that I have, like I was pushing so hard for that. Instead of the Gingy tool, because now I just take everything. I don't have to worry, did I bring the right keys? I have all the keys. Is that a little unfair? Potentially. But I mean, like, Come on, you've seen how many keys you can put on a key ring, okay? Don't tell me I can only put 4 on there for balance or whatever. Okay? Key rings are insane. You can put so many keys on them, especially like the old style ones, instead of like the little clips like where you have like the giant like cast iron the ring. Like now I never have to worry about keys ever again. Wonderful. That genuinely is such a big win, you don't even know. But I think, let's take a look. What does our guy look like? He looks, okay, that mask looks pretty good. That's pretty cool. I think it does have a ballistic value of, yeah, 2. That's fine. Okay. So our next trip, obviously, is streets, where we're going to go for scavs with this stuff. The PMC stuff for him, I don't really care. If we can get it done later, we're just going to streets for giggles. I'll bring it, sure, whatever. But like we're there for other stuff. Well, you know what would be a very wise decision now that I'm thinking about it? Not bringing this. Before you go, what do you mean not bringing this? Trust me, we're going to want something maybe with a bit of magnification, but not necessarily one of these. Oh, that's the same one. Whoops. That's then too magnified a little. You know what? I will keep this here for now, and between episodes, or maybe even the start of the next episode, we can quickly modify it. So I'll chuck this back on here, or we can put that on there because you know that's a classic M4 look, and it's not bad. And yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. If you guys like what you saw, leave a like, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, share with all your friends. Thank you to all my subscribers, and thank you to all the people in the comments who are giving me really helpful tips. Genuinely really useful, and is probably keeping me going. Now, I will check in the hideout because I did say about time-wise, so there's only about 40 minutes. Now, since I said that, it's been about 40-ish minutes. Obviously, it's been a little shorter for you guys. Yeah, so it's done. So, oh, it's weird. It's not letting me do. I probably have to restart the game and something. I don't know. Yeah, that seems to be. Oh, it might be because there's stuff on it. Hang on. Let me just grab everything first. You know what? I should strip some of these apart so I can put parts on here. We'll figure it out. Come on, tell me I can install it now. I guess not. It must be glitched. I might have to restart. In which case, it's really not a big deal. In that case, again, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.